Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Be a Better You podcast. I'm your host, Allison K. Dagny. I want to start this episode by saying thank you. This is the 200th episode of the Be a Better You podcast, and this doesn't happen by accident. It happens from intention, and it happens out of need, and it happens because people like you are listening week to week and reflecting and sharing these conversations with friends and letting this be a place where things really settle and start to make sense. So if you've been here for one episode or all 200, or maybe you've listened through twice to all 200, thank you for being a part of this, truly from the bottom of my heart. And for this episode, I want to do a highlight reel. I didn't want to list accomplishments or talk about me. I really want to talk about what I know for sure, because after 200 episodes, patterns just really become undeniable. So let's dive in, and I'm going to explain to you what I know for sure. What I know for sure after 200 episodes, and I want to share that with you. So here is the first truth. People don't struggle because they don't understand enough or don't have enough information. Really, what I've learned is that people are struggling because their nervous systems are just overwhelmed. And I have talked to hundreds of women who can explain their trauma perfectly, who can name the red flags, who can analyze the relationship from top to bottom and inside out. They can quote therapy language better than most therapists can because they've done the deep research. But still, they're going back, they're spiraling, they're freezing, they're fawning, they're disappearing on themselves. And this is not a knowledge or information issue. This is a regulation issue. So I want to share with you why insight alone doesn't change behavior. Because after 200 episodes, this is so clear to me. If you don't have safety, nothing is going to stick. Your nervous system needs to feel safe. Your body, your mind, your thoughts, everything needs to really start with safety. If you're in a situation where you don't feel safe, the first step is to get out of that situation. We all know this. You know this too, right? I mean, you can know that someone wasn't good for you and still miss them. You can know that your goals matter, but still you end up sabotaging them or falling back into old patterns. And you can know better and know what's right for yourself, but still go back to doing the things that you swore you would never do again. This is not weakness. This is not failure. This is biology. Your nervous system is always going to choose what feels familiar over what feels healthy or best for you. That is until it learns something new can also be something safe. So, what did I see repeating again and again? Here's the pattern, right? I'm big on patterns. I love to see where patterns play out. I even tell people a lot that you should look at patterns of behavior over words, right? What is the person doing? What are you doing? Like, what are the patterns of behavior over words always? So I can't help but bring this to you today because the things that I keep seeing are that people would make real progress in my sessions with them. Real progress. They'd feel clear. They'd feel grounded. They'd feel strong. They'd feel loving towards themselves. And then life would happen. A text from the ex, a hard morning, a stressful day at work, a quiet time by themselves at home, or a trigger that just came out of nowhere and hit really deep. And then suddenly, all the insight was just gone. Now, not because that this wasn't real, but because the body is louder than the brain. The nervous system is going to speak way louder than your brain ever will. It's the first line of defense. It's the first thing that's going to show up for you. And that is when it hit me that so many healing tools require too much capacity at the exact moment that people have the least capacity. So stay with me here, because there's a reason I'm telling you this. This pattern, right? You're doing great, and then you get pulled back. We need support, and that's what I want for you. Now, effort-based healing. What is this? This is when you're trying so hard and you're coping and you're doing all the things that everyone tells you to do, but then it fails when life gets real, when something happens in the moment. This is why I do the work that I do. This is why I help people reprogram their brains and teach them how to get to the root of their subconscious. Because when you can change the neural pathways in your brain, you can make real, sustainable, and lasting changes for yourself. Think about it. When you're dysregulated, your body and mind is overexhausted and activated. Are you really gonna want to get out your journal or reframe your thoughts or talk yourself down and do a whole process? No. You need something that's going to be able to meet you wherever you are. And that is where everything shifted for me. When I thought about this, I realized I had this huge realization. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but I'm going to share it with you today. But I had this realization that something was missing, right? Because I have one-on-one clients, but what about those of you who aren't ready for that, who need something else, and you come back to this podcast week to week? You know, what about the people who don't have the financial means to invest in a 16-week program, right? I want to be able to support you too, outside of this podcast. And I remember thinking, what is it that my clients need between the sessions other than just immediate access to me? What is going to help people when they can't think clearly? What is going to support the body when the mind goes offline? Because that's what it does. Because, telling somebody to calm down or remember what we talked about doesn't work when their nervous system is in charge. And yours, it's in charge, because that's not how the brain works. So here's the part that matters, and the part I want you to know is that the nervous system does not respond to logic. Okay? That part of your brain goes offline when you are experiencing something that reminds you of your trauma, or you're feeling defensive or afraid. Your nervous system responds to patterns and rhythm. It also responds to tone. It responds to repetition, cadence, and the subconscious mind, subconscious language. Sound, like the sound that's playing in the background here, bypasses resistance. It doesn't ask you to believe anything. It doesn't ask you to analyze anything. It doesn't require motivation. It just meets your body first. And this isn't woo-woo or anything like that. This is neuroscience. So for me, after years of seeing people struggle with tools that require so much of them, I realized something really important, that healing has to be easy enough to use when you're not okay, when you are spiraling, when you need support right now. I mean, I can remember needing something like this, sitting in the car of a parking lot at the courthouse, ready to go in and have to battle my ex. I needed something like this to help me. You don't need it when you're calm, not when you're regulated, not when you're feeling motivated, but when you're spiraling, when you're scared, when you're numbed out, or when you're triggered, or even when you're fully exhausted. And this is where sound works differently. Now I'm going to share with you something really special. And I wanted to share this on this 200th episode because I have been running this podcast for 3.5 years. Every week I come on here and I share different ways to support you. And I thought, oh, what a great time, because I have created an audio library. And this audio library was born from this gap of not having what we need, a gap between knowing and doing, or between like insight and embodiment, between the sessions that happen, whether that's with your therapist or with a coach, and real life, because real life happens between the sessions, right? I want something that people could press play when words were too much, when thinking was too much, when doing was just too much, because believe me, I've been there. I get it. I really wanted something that didn't require effort, something that didn't demand positivity, or something that worked with your nervous system instead of against it. And here's what I've seen, okay? People stop spiraling faster. They stop overthinking sooner. They recover from triggers more quickly. And this has nothing to do with trying harder or pushing or forcing yourself, right? It's happening because the nervous system finally had support that matched the capacity at wherever they are at the time. Because I have people using this already. I have a library that I've created to allow people to get this reset. And that's the difference, right? Because when you're in the thick of it, getting out a journal or, trying to get yourself to meditate isn't the thing that's going to help you right then. Something else has to happen first, the regulation. So, this is the core truth of episode 200. If I had to sum up 200 episodes into one truth, here's what it would be. You do not need more discipline. You do not need more information or more insight or more knowledge or understanding why. You don't need to be stronger either. You need support that works because you're human in real life. So, if you're curious about this, I really want you to experience it, not just hear about it. And I know you can hear the music playing in the background, and I've intentionally created audios in a library where you can listen to these things, whatever applies to you, to help you through these things in the moment. Right now there's 25 in this library, but it's growing because I'm continually adding to it. And I'm making things to where it speaks to the subconscious mind, that the language is intentional. You will never hear a negative word, a negative prefix at all, or the word no or the word don't in any of the audios. Why? Because I know the language of the subconscious mind. The frequency sounds, the music that's playing is curated specifically to settle your nervous system. There are audios to help get you excited if you need that. And there's direction on which way to go. So if you want to try it out, I have a free audio called Stop the Loop. I chose this one because for most people, ruminating is the thing that plagues them the most often. Whether it's you're thinking about an ex or you're wondering why you're not good enough. It's the constant mental looping that I see as a pattern pretty much from everyone I talk to, whether it's my belief quiz online, people in my community, my one-on-ones, or my Voxer, or just people on social media. That's where it is. So in short, it's simple. It's designed for moments when your mind won't shut off and you don't have the energy to do anything about it. So there's not this like fixing aspect or forcing. It's just support in the moment. Stop the loop. So you can get that for free. There will be a link in the show notes here, or you can grab it on my website. There's no pressure, no commitment. You just press play. It's 5 minutes. And if you want deeper clarity, or if you want to go deeper with the audios, you can check out the library also and see if that's something that would support you. Because I know, like I said, not everybody is at a place where they can jump into a group or be in a one-on-one container, and I want to support as many people as I can. So I really hope that this has given you some things to think about, to know that you do not have to force yourself, push harder, do more. You can just literally sit back and listen to help you settle, to help you relax, or to help you become motivated. You know, some people are in a really sad state. They're depressed, and calming music doesn't really make that better. They need something higher and upbeat. So that's what I've done. I've created a variety of things to support you wherever you are, whatever you need, right? Maybe you need something really strong and motivating to go into that court battle, or maybe you just need something to calm you down so you don't have as much anxiety. But you get to choose, and all you have to do is press play. So if you want even deeper clarity, or you want to talk about this, or you want to understand it more, or maybe you're noticing your own patterns, you can always book a free root cause call with me too, where I'm going to help you figure out the root of your subconscious mind, because that's where it all starts. It all starts there. But again, we can't ignore the body. The body is a huge piece of this. And I learned after 200 episodes that the body is a major player in this for you, for your healing. So here's what I believe more than ever. And I want to leave you with this. You're not broken. You're not failing. You're not behind. None of these things, okay? Please, please know that. Even if you feel it, even if you deeply are like, yes, I am, you're not. You have something happening inside of your mind and body that needs adjustment. That's it. Maybe you've just been trying to heal in ways that are just too much for you, or too much from a system that just needs gentleness. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing these episodes with other people. I am just so honored to be in your ear every week, or maybe it's more than that, depending on how long that you listen for. But I hope this will be helpful for you, and I hope you'll really enjoy it. And if it works for you, wonderful. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. But I wanted to give this as an option. I want you to feel steady. I want you to feel soft. I want you to feel supported. So if there's one thing I hope you take from this 200th episode and celebrating with me, it's that what you've been navigating makes sense. And your system has been doing its best with what it has. Healing doesn't mean you have to push harder or put in so much more effort. It requires the right tools, the right kind of support, so that you're not spinning your wheels, and at the right moments. So let this year be the year that you stop forcing change and just start allowing steadiness to lead. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Feel free to enjoy the last few minutes of the music as it plays out.
Mm-hmm.